This constitutes all available data. That information is not available.
Then you will remain silent until further instructed.
Confirmed.
If you didn't want the answer, you shouldn't have asked the question.
Korak, what are your limits?
They have not yet been defined. My knowledge is virtually infinite. Instructions are not needed if commands are succinct. That is better. Our relationship will be best served if your statements are free of ambiguity.
You know what they say. No good deed goes unpunished.
My interpretation of the data leaves little room for error. There seems little point in wasting time on such an explanation, since you would be incapable of understanding it. I am checking. Kindly wait. I have the information you require. I must assume that your request is a frivolous one. The art of leadership is delegation.
Howdy doody. How you doing? Welcome. Just make sure we got some audio. There we have a bit of audio. Let's test it. Testing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go.
I am checking. Kindly wait.
How you doing? Welcome. Just make sure we got some audio. There we have a bit of audio. We do have some audio, so let's just make sure we got it.
I am checking.
Yeah, seems to be okay. Alrighty then. So what is going on today? Air assist plus speed. And showing the old non-air assist lens cap. Episode 45. Anyway, bit of progress gone on, so let's have a look at it. Let's see what progress we got going on. So I want to model this and turn it into, maybe if I feel like it, I'll turn that into the proper one with the air assist pipe off it. Roughly, give or take. Okay. Oh, let's get on with it. Without further ado. Howdy do. Haven't done much live stream this week. Haven't had much to say on it, but did some changes today. I sped it up a while ago, and I thought wasn't really happy with the speed. So I sped it up again, and it actually goes too fast now. The carriage and drag belts can't keep up, so I had to slow it down. Anyway, let's just turn that down to something. Try to get to something. Right. So, laptop's about to fall off. You've got to be careful. It's fell off about 3 times already. So what we've got, bit of a webcam setup. Controls, still more wiring to do. But anyway, let's just give you an overview of it. I'll give you a view of it from here. There we go. Live demo again. You know what goes on with a live demo, don't you? Failure. Oh, look how quick this is. Look how quick it is now. it's just drawing a square. In a minute, when it finishes, it'll go and do the big circle. The last time it was dead slow. Well, I'll put the camera on in a minute and I'll show you a bit closer.
Mic 7 again, please.
So it'll travel faster. You need the speed for engraving.
Okay. Mic 7, Victor
Cutting not so much.
This is Delta Lima 0 Alpha Hotel. Your signal is very low.
And it's just going around in circles. In a minute it's going to go and do this, the massive circle in the middle. I've been having a look. Here we go. It's doing the circle. Oh, it's a beauty when it does that. We'll run it again in a minute on the little webcam. It's very warm today, isn't it? Again. Oops. I've got a new fan. This has bought me a new fan. Nice one actually. Yeah, that's half of the reason I haven't done much, because it's I've been off for a week. That's finished, and it's been too hot in this room. Basically, the weather's been too blazing. Anyway, let's show you again with a zoomed-in version. Okay, let's try and point it somewhere. About there will do. I'm going to run it again. Here we go.
Service is free to you.
Let's see what happens. Yeah, it's quick. Oh, I'll show you the air assist as well. I'll probably go hands-free. Yeah, let's go hands-free. Let's just do a bit of hands-free.
Foxtrot 4 Lima Echo Delta Portable. This is Delta Lima 0 Alpha Hotel.
It's just doing this circle on the screen, as you can see.
With the Oscar Lima Fox.
I've done no alignments. Nothing's been aligned up yet. Just going through the paces. Yeah, it's doing the circle now. Look at that. The great big circle. Pretty fast. Oh, I've had to slow it down as well. This is 22,000. The $110 and $111 are set to 22,000. I can set it to 30,000, but it's finished already. Let's bring up another pattern. Right, let's bring up another pattern. Here we go. Let's bring it over a bit so you can see it. What's up? Set it there, set the 0 point there, and we'll run the program. The laser's switched off, by the way. Laser's off at the minute. Let's give you an idea of the speed. If you want to see what it's cutting, that's what it's cutting. Let's go back to roaming cam. There's a bit of everything going on at once there. That's obviously faster. You won't want it that fast, really. It's good when it does the jiggle. It's nearly finished. Okay. Right. Yeah, so anyway, let's give you a close-up of the air nozzle next. I'll just bring it up here. Let's bring it up, closer. And have a look at the air nozzle. Okay. Let's have a look at the air nozzle. Let's bring it over a bit more. Right, there's a bit of the air nozzle.
CQ, Golf 090 Kilo Whiskey. CQ, 0 MK.
It's got closer.
0 Kilo Whiskey.
There you go, it's a bit. Whoops. There we go. It's a bit blurred, it's a bit close, let's back it off a tiny bit. Right, that'll probably do it, yeah. You can see what I've done there. I've rescued off me one of my CNCs, the bottom half that's already got the air pipe on it. I like to put the 2 joints on it because the bend in the pipe was too flexible. It was causing a kink, so I put that extra bit on. Okay, so it uses the same, just fits onto the same bottom half. So anyway, that's that news. So I've got all that piped up ready. The industrial chillers worked out fine. That's doing well. And the next option was I'll show you what I bought. Actually, let me just browse for this item. I bought a not CO2, an air compressor. Let's see if we can find the same one again. Just after I bought it. Oh yeah, this is the one. Right, let me bring it over to here. You can have a look. Right, this is what I bought. I ended up buying. I couldn't get the one I was after, which was more money, and it turned out this one's pretty good. Pretty good, this one. So I've got that ready to go, and it works well. I bought an airline with it, and it's got 2 outlets. This outlet here is Euro something or other fitting. That valve, hang on, let's get you a better picture of it. There you go. That valve there is controlled via this knob. This output is just exactly what's in the compressor. Can't alter that. So I've put an airline. Oops, where's it? An airline on. Hang on. I put an airline. I can't point to it without you zooming. On the right hand one, I put the airline with a trigger just for cleaning up and stuff. Give you that instant gratification. And on the left hand one, I've connected the air assist. Anyway, so it was delivered and everything for $99.99. So it was £10 off and free delivery, which I thought was alright. Anyway, it turned out the quality's pretty good, and it's silent one as well, low noise, doesn't make much noise, and oil free. I do need to get a little chamber here, adjustable chamber near, probably just mount it somewhere with oil water capture, you know, capture the water. Anyway, so there's that. Did I have a bleep on the phone? Let's have a look. Yeah, it's okay. Some people who text, they want an immediate response. They don't always get time straight away. Anyway, so what we've got to do now is turn that picture, update the model. So this model here, just make that similar to that, I suppose. Really, I don't have to, but you might as well put it on. So it looks okay. I don't know. Anyway, so what I've got left to do now is I'll just run it up again. Let's run it up now. Tell you what, let's give it one more go. Oop, where are we? Let's run it again. Tell you what, we'll load up the other file. So I'll home it. I'm going to home it now. Ready? You can't see it. Tell you what I'll do. I'll put it on. I'll put it on this one. Put the camera up there so you can see it. I'm going to home it now. So I'm going to click the home button. There we go. So last time I showed it was very slow. I hadn't got the settings right. I've had to slow this down. So I need to come over here. Come all the way over to the farthest most point. I'm just leaping around in 50mm. Right, I'll set the 0. I'm going to load up the other file again. I've just got a test file that goes around and around and around. Right, I'm going to run that now. Okay, so it's just going to go all the way around again. And it's pretty fast now. It's fast. Well, I had to slow it down. Because when it was fully forward and right, when it took off at full speed, it would jam. And the drag chain, the Y drag chain is just a bit too much for it at full speed. So I've knocked it down from 30,000 to 22. It seems to be alright at 22. And it wasn't alright at 25. So I might be able to get away with just the Y axis slowing down and keep the X axis where it is. Probably best for engraving. So I might be able to do that. It's dead easy to do. All you do is change your $1.110. Just drawing a big circle now. And that's faster than you'd want to do it in real life. So, but for laser engraving, you'd want it fast. But for cutting, you slow it down. And I had to create the G code again and tell it the feed rate. Knock the feed, otherwise it'll follow whatever the G code tells it. And that's just finished. I'll do another one on the face camera. Start it again. I'll give you a bit of a view, a bit of a scale view of what's going on. Yeah, I've got more wiring to do, but I've got the air assist on. So I've got the chiller sorted, the air assist sorted, extraction fan got to sort out. Now I was gonna move all this down into a room, but then I would have to have the extractor fan coming out of a window, which is a footpath, not a good idea. So I've got my other room, that's electronics lab that we hold lasers in. It's got an old flue on it that goes outside for central heating. The flue was still there, so I used to use that. But it's too hot in that room at the minute. The heat is too hot, so I'm in. I've got room down, room up, and this is the middle room. This is too hot as well. I've got the fan blowing on. That's probably what you can hear, the fan going. So I haven't been able to do a lot on it. But I did some tinkering on it today. I have been working on it, but been doing other stuff as well. So. This is just laser Gerbil, this is. So I need to run light burn on it, put light burn on, get all that working again. Tell you what, let's run up a... I'll just run up another program. Just swap from one to the other, give it a bit of a demo. Right, this is the front panel layout. This front panel. That was CNC, but I've spread it up. Right, so let's just start it off. Maybe you can see it. I'll probably put it on zoom. Yeah, let's put it on roam camera. Here we go. Got to sort out the bed. Yeah, the bed and the table. I needed to I'm gonna convert an IKEA table and fit some wheels, nice wheels underneath somehow. Because you need to be able to pull it out and manoeuvre it. Because when you want to pass through material through the front and out the back, you need to be able to move it out so you can pass the material through. And all this has got to be slightly flexible with the hoses. What I haven't got is I haven't got wheels on the air cooler, so sorry, the water cooler. The compressor, you can get bigger cables, bigger pipes. So there's a bit going on. Anyway, so let's get back over to the face cam. Right, so I bought this a while ago, this header thing off AliExpress, and I've had it for a few years. Everything I do, I keep stuff because I'm going to use it at some point in the future. This fits into this. This is the coupler that fits onto the air compressor output. Only trouble is one of these is leaking. Turn it off, it leaks a bit. I've noticed it's stood up a bit. That's sprung loaded. You can actually push. See that one? Yeah. You can actually. You can't see it very good on there. Sprung loaded and it's pressed into place, but yeah, you can just about see it. I'll hold it still. Yeah. The rest don't do that. It's only that one. And there's no adjustment, it's like pressed into place, so when it's off, it's still a tiny bit of leaking, which I can either block it and just block it off, probably unscrew it and put some bolt in there or something and just block it off, or fill it, because I've got the rest. I had the pipe put on at a local company, they crimped it on for me. Anyway, so let's just model I think we'll model this next. That's probably a better way to go around it. Alright, let's just do that. Okay. So, I mean, do we keep the original, or I don't know. Is it worth doing it? Not really. No, I'll tell you what, because we haven't got the pipe anyway, I won't bother. Yeah, so ChatGPT helped me out a lot. I put these temporary aluminium angles in. That's all I got, so I really needed to make these smaller. So yeah, water pump, some of this has got to be changed as well. Anyway, yeah, I've got to wire up test fire. I want a manual override of the pulse width modulation power output. I want a manual override. So I need to do some changes. I've got the pot and I need a manual override. I need it software controlled and switch it to manual, so you can just override it for doing stuff like test pulses and stuff. Yes, you need all that to do, so I've got that to do. All the wiring's there, just got to wire it. I need a different kind of switch. So the test fire switch, what I could do with is almost could do with a round there or something. I could swap it round. I could got laser pointer LED lights. Well, really, once you've switched it on, you'll never really turn the laser pointer on and off, so I think I'll reuse that. It's nice to be able to, for diagnostics, to switch it on and off. But if you want to work on it, you just switch it off on the mains. So, anyway, so water pump, yes, we could. That'll be switching on the industrial chiller now. Air assist. Well, yeah, you could switch off. Need a solenoid. It's got a solenoid on this device. It has got a solenoid. There it is. There. See that solenoid there. But that is controlled via itself. Right. So that is the solenoid. It's not a very good view of it. Hang on. And that solenoid there is a wire goes up. It goes up to the controls here. So when that switches on, that obviously is the ability to switch it off when the pressure's maxed out. And what that'll do, I wonder what it does. Oh, it's reading the pressure, I think. That's your pressure sensor. So why has it got a solenoid on it? Is it a solenoid? I don't know what it is. I've got a little airbrush tank that does something different. So there's your pressure solenoid. So what reason would it be? What I'm trying to get my head around what that's for. Right. I'll get it. So that switches the motor on, the pistons, and it starts pumping, and that would have to tell. So maybe it's not a solenoid, maybe it's just a sensor wiring. Yeah, it's have to pick up what the pressure is, so switch it off. So in theory, yeah. So what I've got is got an output that's always on anyway, because it comes straight from the tank. So I'll need an on-off solenoid to be able to switch off the power here, switch off the air. So I'm going to need to get a valve that I can activate and switch off. So that might be the other end. That might be located at the other end of. Hang on. Yeah, it might be located the other end. So yeah, air assist. I need a valve to be able to switch the air on and off. So once all that switch does is keep the reservoir tank topped up. So I'll need a way of switching it off. So in that, now I could wire that directly in the back here. So I could mount a solenoid in here, and the air assist at the minute comes straight out of here. And what I could do, now do I control it from here? So I'd have to bring my air up to the back here and have a switch on it, or I could have a remote switch. Either way, so there's basically, yeah, so the only thing I could switch on and off with the air assist is switch the mains on and off to the, because I was going to do it differently. I was going to do it on a little compressor, a little pump. So I could switch the mains off, but it'll still be on until the air in the tank is gone. So that's not really useful. It is great for turning it on in the first place. Yeah, so you could turn the mains on, but that won't help you. So you need another way of turning the air off. So air assist on off, yeah. So that's a mains rated thing, so I'd have to have a mains, either not, well, it needs to be 24 volt really, or 12 solenoid, air solenoid. So got that to do. I need to relabel this to test fire. Well, let this switch, I'll have to swap it with one of these LED lights. When the power's on, you want the lights on, but then you want the lights on when it's cutting a job, while you might be working somewhere else. Why do you want the lights on? Wasting energy. You want them on only when you're looking, really, don't you? Or only when you open the... Yes, that'd be nice to keep that. Laser pointer, I'm not so sure. Right, so we might use a laser pointer. So I might swap these two round and have the laser pointer as actually, let's update that now then. And what that needs to do is toggle manual pulse width modulation or pot manual override, pot power output type, manual and auto. Auto will follow the G code. So laser power output, we got laser on, and we've got test fire. So I wonder if we could swap the water pump, the air assist, air extract. So we've got all those three things. Be nice to control them. What else would be nice? You definitely need your laser on. Test fire, you need to be able to test fire it. Laser pointer and LED lights. Yeah, energy saving, you might want to turn your lights off. You got your pot. So we do seem to be short or something. Got a water temperature. See, that water temperature now is on the industrial cooler, but there's no way to get that over to this. But that'll be down underneath. So that'll have its own display and a power on switch. So really we don't need a water pump switch, and we don't need a water temperature, but we need a laser power output. So that's measuring the milliwatts. That's your cathode back measurement, and this is your pulse width modulation power, or your manual override voltage to your PSU to switch. So the water temperature gauge, I should ought to change this, hadn't I? And this is what you do, is because I've upgraded, I've got the industrial chiller. So it's not quite what I want anymore, is it? So I've already cut this plate out. I've already got this plate cut out. So what else can we do with it? I suppose I could put a plate on top of the plate. Yeah, of course, cut it again, I suppose. I have to pull everything off and rewire it. It seems a bit of a shame. Anyway, so what I need then is, I see that on the big industrial ones they've got air assist full speed and two settings. I've got one for cutting and one for engraving, and you just switch it, so that would be nice. Now that's done on solenoids, air solenoids, so I'm going to have to find some air solenoids. Anyway, we'll have a think about that. We'll alter this, leave it for now, but I'll have a think on it. So none of this affects you getting started, but once I finish wiring it and building it, I don't want to be taking it apart once it's working and messing with it. Just want it working now, basically. but you need to align everything up so you can test all the test firing and alter the laser output. You need to do all that. And there's a little board, a little transistor got to go in to flash the test fire LED. Every time it cuts when it's running G-code, that will light up. So there's lots to do. Push that in, it's got to do a couple of things like the LED up, and we've got a bit to do, quite a bit to do on it. Anyway, let's give you one last go of it, I suppose. One last look at it. Let's just launch it one last time then. That'll be it for today. Let's just show it in motion. Yeah, we'll keep it short, and it's kind of really hot today, I don't know why, again. Yeah, we'll keep it short, and then I'll do some more work on it. I've got to move all this stuff. There's a bit of work, a bit more work to do on it, so we're getting there slowly, basically. So I've done air assist, we've got the speed up to spec. We stopped it going too fast and it crashes itself. You can only go as fast as the drag chains will carry you. You know, physically they have to alter. It has to have time to alter. If it's too fast, it'll jam the stepper motor. Probably doesn't help that I'm sharing two motors between one output. So there's that to do as well. So if I did want to go faster, I would have to duplicate the output somehow. Just share the stepper motor output. I don't think it's too much of a big deal. You just copy all the signals and put another, a little PCB. It's got me thinking it's plug-in on the board. Maybe I can put a little PCB that plugs into where the other one plugs in. You plug the two into that. It gives you the output. So I can make that easy. But I'll try finding one. Maybe someone's already made one. But anyway, there's loads of scope for improvement, if you know what I mean. There's loads of scope for improvement. Anyway, that's going to be it for now. How long have we been running? Let's have a look. Oh, it tells you down here. 38 minutes, not a lot. But that'll do anyway, and I'll got still plenty to do on it. Alright then. So that'll do for now. Catch you all on the next one. Air assistance speed. So we've got speed up. We've put our air assist pipe on and got more wiring and things to do. Got some more buying to do. Spent money, got to spend some more money now. We'll look up some solenoids and 24-volt system, maybe an extra power supply in it to feed, and somewhere to put all these little relays in the back. Alright, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye.
This constitutes all available data. That information is not available.
Then you will remain silent until further instructed.
Confirmed.
If you didn't want the answer, you shouldn't have asked the question.
Korak, what are your limits?
They have not yet been defined. My knowledge is virtually. Instructions are not needed if commands are succinct.
You know what they say. No good deed goes unpunished.
Is that a question?
Yes.
The question is futile.
All principal circuits are operating at full capacity and cannot receive new programs at this time. This constitutes all available data